Yes. Good morning. Can you hear me? Chukuka. Yeah. Thank you for coming early. I was trying to share the PowerPoint because I think I love to share PowerPoint now. They have important information people can go back to and watch. But I'm trying to share a slide, share the PowerPoint now. 1 second, I'll be here. Okay. Good morning. Let me start. My name is Kudrat, and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. And we've been discussing different funded opportunities since last year, and it's a new year. I have a number of opportunities that are currently open, especially the new ones people are not really aware of. So today I'll be discussing 3 new Erasmus programs. 3 new Erasmus programs. I thought of doing it as single content, but because the deadlines are fast approaching, I've decided to do it once, because we have STEM program, we have non-STEM program, and it's really nice to have everything together once. I'm having a little issue sharing the slide, but it's important. I need to share it. Thank you so much for showing up, and thank you so much for supporting the channel, for subscribing. It means a lot. Oh my, what's happening? It means I think I can go on without a slide. But I love people to see what I'm sharing, what I'm talking about when I speak. So let me know if you have any question about your application so far, the ones you've been working on. Let me know if you have any question about your Erasmus Mundus application, or you have some doubts, you need some clarifications, and or you have any question, let me know before we get this particular thing. Okay, make sure I share. I think it'll come up soon. Share slide, okay. Oh, perfect. So I have it here. I have my PowerPoint here. And these are the 3 programs. Very interesting. I went through the application website, and they are really nice programs. Trust me. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me clearly before I go on. I have a few people here because I'm just sharing the invites to a few groups, so people are not. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. Okay. I think people are busy, just trying to join. So the 3 programs I'll be discussing this morning are the International Masters in Advanced Research in Criminology. If you've studied something related to law, cybersecurity, well, I just thought about those programs because of the name of the program, but we will look into people that are eligible for the program. Also, the Erasmus Masters in Education, Migration, and Diversity. If you've studied anything related to education, I think you should. Political science, European studies, something related to linguistics. That's what I'm thinking of. Seeing the title of the program, but we will look into the application website to know people who are eligible for the for the program. Then the last one will be health well-being across the lifespan. So because this first program is yet to open, I'll be discussing it as a last one. It's interesting because it will open in 3 days. It will open on the 15th. So this is an opportunity for people who are eligible for this program because they will have enough time to prepare. So looking into the application website, the requirements, and anything we need to check, I'll be going for the EduMig first, then the health and well-being across the lifespan. And I'll be closing the video with the IMARC. So, but before then, I have this slide. I love to share the slide because this particular session is like a follow-up for some already uploaded videos, but I'm sure that not everyone already have access or have watched those videos. So I need to rush through the slides because they contain important information that will help you here. And trust me, people, I think it's easier to win new courses compared to the existing ones. So if you are watching this video, you are lucky to come across it. You can share some loved ones, some friends who are eligible for the programs. So let me go into the slide. There are new programs. They are starting this year. So basically, these personal documents are general. When I say general, I mean that if you're applying for more than 2-3 programs under Erasmus Mundus, these personal documents, they remain the same. If you're asked to attach your certificate transcript, that's for graduate, and statement of result for final year students, your international passport, your CV, your proficiency letter, or your test score, they remain the same. They don't change throughout the application. And also, if a proof of residence or residence certificate is required, they don't change throughout your application. For all the application, you can use the same documents. Then I advise people to apply for more than one program because Erasmus allow you to do that. You can apply for up to 8, 10 if you find them related to your discipline or experience. Then also you see that I read through the application website of one of these programs and they have 11 slots, I think so. So there are limited slots allocated for each program and under each program for each country. So you can imagine the competition. So it's advisable to apply for more than one. Just an advice, you can apply for one if that's what you can do best. Your personal document remain the same except for, like I said earlier, except for these few documents. You'll see that when we go through the applications, you see that the requirements just vary, and these are just few things that can change. And sometimes you can have interview. Yeah, some can have portfolio requirements, and we'll see as we go on. Let's go to the next slide. I'm just rushing through, and I'm trying to avoid repetition because I know some people must have watched those earlier uploaded videos, but I know some people may not have watched them. So the motivation is, I'll say motivation, advice, and suggestion. Please do not use motivation letter for one application for another, because my reason is because the objective of each program differ, and the universities you're gonna attend for each program, if you win them, they differ. So you need to write a specific motivation letter for each program, and do not, please avoid plagiarism, avoid using AI for for your motivation letter. Avoid using AI because these are detectable. So you don't want to miss out because you are too busy to write your own story. It's your story. So just sit and write your story. And the last thing is make sure your CV for each application suits them. Each application suits them. Even though your CV remains the same document, but you can still edit a little bit to suit each application. Okay, you saw that? Okay. Oh, I will speak on definitely. I'll speak on that. So let's go to the application website of EduMike. Before I go to the IG, I'll call it IG, the one for health and well-being. Let's go to EduMike first. I'll share the screen now. Okay. 1 second. I think EduMike, let me stop sharing this so that I can share that. Okay. I thought after EduMike, I'll go to your application. So I can share screen now. So share screen. You see my screen now. What's happening? Okay, EduMike. So I hope you can see my screen. So let's go into the application. For every Erasmus program, if you're finding it's difficult to locate the application page, the correct one, that's not a problem. Just write Erasmus Mundus and the name of the program. I see a lot of people asking for the link. You don't need to wait for links before you apply for your. So you can see EduMike. You can see a lot of. If you go for the wrong link, then go for another. You'll definitely get it. This one is another thing. It doesn't look like it. Then you close that. Then you go for this. This on Instagram. Then you go back because I feel this is talking about. I already opened it, but maybe I mistakenly closed it, so I need to open again. So let me just go straight to IG if this is not coming up yet. Okay. Let me go to IG. This is not coming up. I don't want to do the one that is not open yet. I don't want to do that yet. So, okay, I have it here. Interesting. So one step at a time. Let's have it. Well, for me, I see the application as straightforward. They are straightforward. So this EduMike, education, migration, and diversity. And the deadline is February 15th. So I'm making the video on January 12th. So the applicants have even more than a month to apply. Like I said, it's a new Erasmus Mundus program that will begin. The awardees will resume in September 2025, and the consortium of 3 universities in Germany, in Sweden, and Italy. And you can see the limited slot I talked about. There's just 17 awardees from all nationality. So you can imagine applying for only this program. Yeah, you can apply for only this program and win. I'm just stating that winning 2 or 3 is okay, better than none, you understand? So 17 from all nationality to pursue 2 years masters in this program. So it's interesting if you have anyone who can speak more than one language to apply for this program. If you know anyone who can speak German, English, Italian, Swedish, Turkish, French, so they are at an advantage for this program. And for all these new programs, their monthly stipend is 1,400 euros. For my program, it was 1,000 because it was I studied under the old funding, but currently the funding has been renewed and it is now 1,400 also. So for these 3 programs, the monthly pay for scholars would be 1,400 euros, which is not a small money, you know. It's not a small money. So let's go into what they really integrate into the study. They've integrated migration studies, religious and cultural studies, and applied linguistics, obviously with the language. So if you know anyone who love this, have interest in these or experiences, please inform them. And these are the universities. Just 3 universities. And these are the awards they'll get upon completion. And so they need to start here. Interestingly, I don't think they have option to choose where they will study. So every student will start here. They'll start in Germany. They will move to Sweden. Okay, they will choose. Okay. Students choose from 5 universities. Okay. For their internship and then complete their studies. So they have mobility track. So you should state where you want to have your internship done, if you have any plan already, or if you have any company in mind in one of these countries after studying in Germany and Sweden. So it should be in your motivation letter if it's required. So this is like a study plan from Germany to Sweden to one of this, then to one of this. So interesting. All Erasmus Mundus studies are tuition free. You don't need to pay any school fees. You don't need to worry about your health insurance fee. And they even provide support in finding accommodation. My program didn't when I studied. You have to find that yourself. So this is really nice. So they will offer 8 to 10 places for Europeans and non-Europeans self-funded students. So apart from the 17 scholars, you have these spaces for people who will be funding their studies. We had them during when I studied as well. So let's check the eligibility, what is required, and then we go to the next program. No discrimination under Erasmus. Yeah, we already know that. So it is open to students of all nationality. So if you've completed a bachelor's degree, 3, 4, 5 years in social sciences, history, cultural studies. Yeah, I stated education and linguistics already. And I started even with the name. So, and if you have teacher training degree, it is optional with your degree. Nice. And also, There is an additional information here. You must have completed your studies within the last 5 years. That means you must have completed your studies or after 2019. So as you must have completed your study either in 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. No, I think I'm doing the wrong thing. I think 2020 till 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. So you must have completed your study in 2020, between 2020 and 2024. So any certificates before then, you have to explain why you decide to return to studying in your motivation letter. You see? Yeah. So if you are applying for this particular program, just apply here. Just click the link. And if you have any question, please let me know. And for reviews, I review documents. I've been reviewing documents for years, even before I won a scholarship. But currently, I see that reviewing just CV, reviewing just motivation letter sometimes don't help because everything counts. So what I do now is one-on-one mentorship to look into all the documents, even for some people's resident certificates, they don't have all the important information. So that can affect their application. So I look into all the documents now, and it's not a paid service. So if you're applying for this, you can apply here. And let's check the document. Straightforward, everything I've talked about. Yeah, your certificate, if you are from Nigeria, this is your YX certificate. If you are not from Nigeria, this is your high school certificate and your academic transcripts. If you've studied in French, you have to translate into English. And your proof of international passport is common. However, if you are European and you have your resident permit or any other national ID card, if you don't have your passport, you can use. Then a motivation letter. I think I shared my motivation letter recently, and this is the same limit we had, maximum 1 page here. So, which is nice. You have enough space to write your story and contact information of 2 referees. So you can have 2 of your lecturers or of your instructors or bosses at work, or you can have 1 lecturer and 1 instructor at work. So also you need your English proficiency certificate to show that you can read, write, listen, and speak English language. Also your proof of employment, internship, volunteering experiences related to the program. Yeah, which is optional. But if you have it, please attach. You've traveled to Ghana, traveled to Indonesia to do some volunteering work, for some conferences, for some employment, for some internship opportunities, please attach your certificate of participation. Yeah, I think it's really straightforward. And if you have any questions, because it's a new program, they are open, even for old program, they are open to answering questions. So if you have questions that you think it's just need the coordinator or people in charge to answer, you can just drop it for either of these people, either Daniel or Miriam. So I think that's basically the end of this program. All the information. Now we know when the deadline is, we know the requirement, and then we know the mobility tracks. It is either Germany, Sweden, Turkey, and Italy. Maybe that's what you want. But please try to research what each university focus on before you choose your mobility track. So before I go, let me just try to click apply here to see if, okay, they have a document here. Okay, they have a document like repeating what we have there. And they are writing the acceptable English language certificates. So you can read this up so that we can go for the second program. I don't want to waste people's time. Not everyone will apply for EduMic. So now I'll be speaking about IG. I hope you have people who will be applying for IG here. And also, please don't forget to subscribe if you've not, and share this video. Let me have a comment, a compliment. Many times I get a compliment in my inbox on LinkedIn or WhatsApp, not on YouTube. Please let me have it on YouTube as well. Okay, let me just go straight to here. IG, another new program. Their website is fine. So the deadline for this as well is 15th February. Why is everything 15th? Okay, this is 15th February. The first one we open on January 15th. Okay. So they will accept students who have completed their studies in pharmaceutical sciences, medical sciences, nutrition, sports, biochemistry, chemistry, biology, or other health and life science related areas. So interesting program because it's bring together everything. So their own slot is 21. You know, I talked about it. This from all nationalities. So they are taking 21 students. So including one student with special needs. If you know anyone who has special needs you've studied with during your bachelor's, who have one of these degrees, they are encouraged to apply. Please inform them. Please share this video so that they are informed to apply. So there is an application form. This is where to apply for this program. But before then, we already know the deadline. Let's go to check the required documents. So they are just things I've talked about. Your CV, maximum 5 pages. Yeah, make sure you follow instructions. If it's not stated, have 6-7 pages, but it is stated. And you know they'll have a lot of application to evaluate, so make it maximum of 5 pages. And now you are required to provide 2 or 3 letters of recommendation. They don't have a template like some other programs. Some programs have their template. So the only thing they want you to do is to include the contact details of your referee. So you can have their phone number starting with your country code. Yeah, to end the reference letter. Yeah, I don't know. I've not shared. I'm thinking if I've shared a reference letter, a recommendation letter on my platform, but no, because your story or anything they will write about you will be different from mine. Don't worry, your referees, they will know how to write it. They'll write their email address and their phone number starting with their country code. So that is what is required. It must be signed. And yeah, if possible, it should contain a business email address. Oh, this is what I said. I've not even checked. I was faster than reading from experience. Okay. So 2 or 3. And the third requirement is a letter of motivation. So this one, instead of a page limit, it has a word limit, maximum 750 words. So including 3 sections. While you are applying, make sure you answer these questions. Because some people write a very good motivation letter, but they will not answer these questions. So that is why review process is very important, very good. If you can get anyone, either free or paid. Why are you applying? What are your expectations concerning the master's? How do you see the future after master conclusion? So everything should be in PDF. I have a very short video, I think it's around 4 minutes, 5 minutes, on how to easily change your document format, how to make it presentable and everything. You can check it out. Then another important document is the certificate. So it will have a university stamp. And if it is not in English, you have to convert into English. You have to translate into English. Maximum 5 pages. I don't know what I mean, because some universities have, have 1 year on a page. So I think my transcript is 5 pages. Yeah. For some universities, they are lucky enough to have 1 page. Universities like the University of Ilorin, I was surprised to see a page. I think I saw a page or 2. I think it was a page. But for me, it was 5 pages. A year on a page, a year on a page. Then copy of passport or identification card. So this is to say that sometimes your identification documents may not be a passport. So it is allowed under this program. And their instruction recommend that the expiration date covers the duration of this. So if you need to renew your passport, please do. Please do. So that's what they recommend. So proof of proficiency in English language. IELTS is acceptable. British Council for Certificate in English also. And they accept other tests also. So the IELTS score is fair enough. For so many programs, it's 6.5. Yeah, for my program, it's a 6.5. So let's see. So for Nigerians, I think all our documents are in English. We're lucky enough. But for some other applicants who will be listening to me, watching this video, if you've studied in other languages, you need to translate into English. Then you need a recent picture. They need your picture. That would be very good maybe for your ID card when you resume. Also, there are additional requirements for Erasmus Mundus scholarship applicants. This is the major purpose of this video. We focus on fully funded opportunities on this platform. And an additional requirement is to submit a portfolio. So I've had number of questions concerning the portfolio. It's easy. You can create a Canva. I think you get it. But if I still have more questions on portfolio, I can make a short video, maybe 8-10 minutes. But if people get it, it's fine. But you still have up to a month to apply. So if I get questions about portfolio in about a week or 2, I'll work on it. You'll see it on the channel. Make sure you turn on your notifications so that you get notified when I post videos, especially when I'm not posting on social media, just on YouTube. So the portfolio should contain this information. This is what they want to see, your portfolio. Overview of your education, indicating your higher educational institution, not your primary school, not your field of study, degree obtained, and the theme of the graduation work. This is your final year research. For me, it will be Federal Education as a title, Federal University of Technology, Akure, Nigeria, and Forestry and Wood Technology. Degree obtained, that's a degree. And my grade, maybe you had a first class, maybe you had a 2-2, maybe you had a 2-1. And my research focused on the production and assessment of strength of wood plastic composite from different wood species. So if yours was different, you need to state it. So obviously this can be a multi-page portfolio. Then I'll move to the work experience, including name of all employers of the past 5 years, the job title, the duration of employment, and the description of position and its responsibilities. For me, I worked with Imo State University. I was actually an admin work. I can say it's not related to forestry, so maybe I may or may not put it. I worked with some forestry organization and NGO. I'll put it, include the name of my employers, the year, the time I started and completed it. If I was at a point I was a graduate research assistant, I'll put a job title, the duration, and the description of what I was doing there. And also the language skill on the next page. If you have an IELTS, TOEFL, or any test, you can just put in your certificate. Yeah, your picture, the image of the certificate, that's enough to show your language skill. Digital skill, if you haven't it, for me, it will be GIS, R, Python, things related to forestry. But for biology, you know what is related to your discipline. So I'm just using mine as an example. So that is how easy it is. Then the next page, you can put 5 indicators done during your bachelor studies, or workshop, or internship, or personal project, accompanied by very brief description. So 100 words per indicator. So what they want is maximum of 500 words. That's the maximum. For indicator, indicator means like what you can, if you are presenting a PowerPoint, what you can take as the point that you want to discuss. For me, my indicators will be something ecology. So I want to talk about it. Mine might be something conservation. So I have something to write about conservation. It could be wood utilization for me, and I had during internship, personal project, and even bachelor studies, I had so many experiences I can write in 100 words. So I have 3 indicators already, things I can say I focused on during all these years. So just 5 indicators. So it will be nature management, to be grassland, to be agroforestry for me, and in medical sciences, in pharmaceutical sciences, in biology, microbiology, you know what to put in there. And other, on the last page, you can have other activities and hobbies. And for me, I love traveling, I love you can put something related, or maybe not related to program, but it's advisable to write what is related to the program, and some that are not related. So what the selection committee will look into? Let's see. I love this part. This will guide you on how to put strength on your application. So what they will look into is CV carrying a 30% weight. You can see. So you can see. So imagine focusing on your motivation letter than your CV here. The motivation letter amount for just 10%, which is also significant. Um, don't misquote that. For some opportunities, their motivation letter amount for up to 30%. But for this particular program, your CV carries a 30% weight. So you know where to put your energy. So if you need someone to help you review your CV, work with you with your CV, like what I do, please reach out to them, please. So CV is 30 over 100 with motivation letter that's 10. So the grade is something you cannot work on anymore. You already have that, and that's 15. So if you have a good grade, so if you have anyone in the university still saying the school is scam, okay. I advise them it's not, please. So this cannot be worked on after graduation. It's already 15%. If you have a good academic performance already, that's 15. And the letter of recommendation holding 10% weight. So if you have, so please choose your referees carefully. I appreciate my referees. Yeah, they did great work. They tried for us all. So that's 10%. So if you have your referees, you've been doing well with your lecturers and bosses at work, and they write well about you, that's 10, 15, that's 25. A good CV, maybe another 25. A good motivation letter, I think you can have 10 there. And then your interview has 30, 35 with the highest weight. That's where you speak English, so it's you speaking they evaluate your academic skills, your interpersonal competences, how confident you are, everything during the and how well you can answer questions. That takes all the 35. So you can imagine already having like maybe 60 from 60 or 65, and you are just working on maybe 30 from 35. So it's really nice. I love this how they break down this, because for some programs they don't. So you know where to put your strength. Do this well, and then when you get to the interview stage, you can prepare for that. It is one step at a time. So scholarship are allocated based on overall score. Yeah, true. So 16 scholarship will be attributed per intake. I think everything is clear, but let me see if I have questions before I go to that is yet to open. Let me check it is clear. I think it's clear. Let me check if I have questions. Any question? I think. Oh my God. Do I have any question? I think it's clear. And the portfolio, you can make it with Canva. I think a lot of people use Canva. There's a free version. You can register with your email address. You can have a free version. So the program is very interesting. Do we have any question? I love their website. Cosmetic, nutrition, food. So you even studied food science. can apply. Lifestyle education. They have a lot of things. And this is semester one will be here. We focus on this is what the university focus on. The second semester is what they focus on. The third and the fourth. For this program, I don't think they have a mobility track. I think every student needs to go the same, they need to attend the same university, which is interesting. So you can check the modules to see if you already have some courses completed or some professional qualifications online completed. So now you can link with it for your motivation letter. Food and sustainability. So you can check it. Formation, production, and testing of food supplement. And this is testing cosmetic product. Yeah, I think people who studied food science can apply. Yeah. Love food. Yeah, nice. Interesting program. There are new programs. So you can apply here. You can click apply now. Then put in your email address and make sure you are using the right kind of email address. I have a short video on that. I can attach to the video. Please make sure you are using the right, because with some people's email address, they are already not acceptable. So please use the right email address. Choose your referees carefully. People who know you, people can write well about you. And follow instructions carefully, like the word limit, and also the CV. Because you are applying to Europe, try to use the Europa CV. Yeah. Especially because it is Erasmus. It's not stated, but try to use the Europa CV. I think that's all concerning IG program. So I already answered your question, Chukuka. A number of people that had reached me concerning the portfolio. I think I answered your question already. So I'm glad I've discussed the EduMic, Education, Migration and Diversity, and also the IG program. So please, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please do. I really appreciate your support. And also please share my video when you see it on LinkedIn. I think I'm only active on LinkedIn now, just LinkedIn and just LinkedIn and some groups on WhatsApp. Please help me share. Yeah, it's not stated must, but for Erasmus, for European application, well, I'll say not must. It's just an advice here. If you're applying for more than one Erasmus program, you must have seen, maybe not some you are interested in. You must have seen Europa CV is required. So if you have one CV, it's okay for everything. You just need to maybe edit sometimes, or maybe you don't need to edit. But please put in all efforts into that CV, 30%, please. And I wish you the best. I believe by September, we'll be having scholars reaching out to me. I warn. Thanks for the video. Thanks for the clarification. And also very soon, maybe February, we'll start working on how recent scholars and past scholars worked on their visa application. So if you win this particular program, you'll be going to maybe Italy first, and some program you're going to Germany, please check the channel for how to apply for your visa easily. I think we have for the UK, Germany, US, Korea, and few countries already. So we'll be having more as time goes on. So very soon we'll be having for Spain, how to apply for visa to go to Spain, to relocate and all. So I'm moving to the last one. So it's just an advice, not a must. It is not stated must on the website. So Zainab, I answered your question. So I'm going to the last program. Last program is what's the name? IMARC. Erasmus Mundus IMARC. Okay. IMARC. Taking a little bit of time. Sometimes the network just... Okay, I think we have it. Just write Erasmus Mundus and the right title of the program, so it's easy. Oh, let me open elsewhere. I don't know why it's not coming up. It's not coming up. Erasmus 2025 new programs. It will be very interesting applying in 2025. Applying in 2025, getting screened in 2025, winning in 2025, and resuming studies in 2025. I can imagine that would be very good. That would be very good. And I wish you, in fact, I know a lot of people will win. Yeah, I know with the energy people are putting in this competition. Yeah. I think I answered your question, Zainab. It is not stated must, but it is advisable. This is Erasmus. Use Europass if you can. But anyone who is on my one-on-one session, coming for advice, will definitely work on Europass. So it's advisable to use Europass CV. And you know you are doing the best for this application. It's 30%. For your motivation letter, 10. That's 40 for your degree already. If you have a good grade, 15, maybe 55. That's over 55. And reference letter 2. We need to check that. When your referees send your recommendation letter, check. So also advise to share them your CV because maybe they only know what you've done in school. So you should update them about what you are doing currently. So let me move to IMARC. It was a long session. Interesting. So IMARC is straightforward. It is yet to open. It is yet to open. So you can just, and it is straightforward. I think I'll be using few time on this. Few minutes on this. So what they try to read this objective. Why study this program? So in the increasing flows of people, goods, and information, which have been categorized or regarded as one of the major challenges in this century. So great migration often cause often come with its own challenge of crime and injustice, like radicalization, human trafficking, violation of human rights. So if you know anyone who studied law, political science, please share them this video. So for decades, Europe has reacted in a defensive way. So nowadays, they realize the need for new vision and joint international responses. So understanding crime and crime control and finding a balance between demands for security and social justice will be the start of possible uh, solution of solving the issue of crime and other challenges they've identified. So if you know anyone who have studied social work, cybersecurity, law, and related discipline, or I'll check other programs that are eligible for this. So as an awardee, they'll be uh, they'll be trained to develop fresh and critical views on essential criminological issues, and they'll bring together learning, research, and practice through collaboration with partners such as government, NGOs, corporate actors, for summer school. Yeah, I was trained online under the University of Padova in Italy. But my mobility track consists a university in Germany and a university in the UK. So overall, I studied under 5 universities in 2 years. It's nice. So they'll participate in international conferences and intercultural and interdisciplinary exchange. Yeah, people coming from different nationalities, which I find really nice and helpful. I was the only Nigerian, my cohort. So we had Asians, we had Americans, we had Canadians. So we worked together, learned from each other, and it was really nice. So as a graduate, you have a lot of expertise in the field of border crossing, security, and social justice. So this is nice. I love this program. All Erasmus Mundus program are unique. Oh. So you can see these are the universities involved. So 2 universities, a joint program of 2 European universities. They are 4 listed here. So you already know the modules you'll be completing. This can help you know what you look forward to. You can even see sexual offending, prostitution and human, cybercrime technology and surveillance, spatial temporal criminology. Nice. Criminal justice system. I think I'll share people who I know, few people who I know studied law, something related to culture and gender. So you conflict, security and social justice. So this is what they want. People who work in variety of sectors at different levels in analytical roles, policy making roles, research roles, or doctoral position. So it is important to read all this information. Trust me, if you're applying, please apply, read all. I'm trying to check the requirements. And there's an instruction on this page that states that any any application submitted before it's open will not be considered. I don't know why we apply before, because they have the application website before the application open. Why will you do that? Please don't submit the application before January 15th, please. And you do not need to rush. Please don't rush. Check everything properly. So the application for the upcoming program 2025-2027 will open on 15th January, and I'm making this video 12th. Please make sure, so application before that month will not be taken into consideration. Please don't submit your application before the application open. And by 31st March, people will get outcome of their application. Okay, so let's check the requirements, the interesting part. So your transcript, things I've talked about in my slide, talked about recommendation letter to 2 letters of recommendation from persons in the position to judge the applicant professional or so you can have 2 academic referees writing your recommendation letter, or 2 professional instructor or bosses, or you can have 1 academic and 1 professional reference. So writing about you. So make sure they know you, make sure they can write well about you. And it is advised to make sure it is on a letterhead signed. Please, you're competing, please do the right thing. And this particular application requires a motivation statement. So they have few questions you need to answer in your motivation statement. You need to indicate why you choose this program and the specific track, the mobility track I talked about earlier, and how it relates to your background and your future aspirations. And this instruction, please, they've instructed you not to use AI. This will be detected during the interview we plan randomly with our applicants. I don't know why you use AI to write your own story. Please write your story, and if you need to reach out to anyone to... Some people have interesting experiences, good academic performance, but they don't know how to write their story. It happens. And because you have limited time, maybe to apply, you can reach out to me. Yeah, you can reach out to me for the one-on-one session to check all the requirements, work with you on your CV. I'm not writing your story. You have your story already. So on your CV, your recent and updated CV. So with recent and updated, everything should we should know what you are doing now, currently, your CV. Because some people in their CV, you see CV stopping, with information stopping in 2023. So how do you want them to fix 2024 and 2020 and what you are doing currently? So don't put questions in the mind of the selection committee. Make sure everything is done to your best. And a recent maximum 2-year statement of proficiency in English. Statement of proficiency in English. Yeah. So your self-evaluation on research skills with an explanation on your prior research. So the research you've done. So this is something you need to write yourself. So how well do you think your research experiences are? What softwares do you think I've been helping you do it well. Just list them and then explain the research you've done. If you've had them published, let them know. Let them know. There's another document you need to write. So yourself, you need to write a motivation statement. No word limit, no page limit, no character limit. But please don't write a textbook because they have a lot of application. Write things that are captivating and important. So things that answer these questions, not 10 pages, not 5 pages. So please. And this is stating so you'll be writing your motivation statement, your CV, and your self-evaluation on research skills. So you are not required to send a copy of your passport. So you'll be contacted when it's time to do that. So this is very good for people who are just applying to get their passports. You can easily apply. Then when they need, they'll reach out to you. But make sure you get it before they require the request for it. So I think so all these requirements don't forget to comment if you gained one or two things from this video, please. I really appreciate comments, compliments, sharing my video. Please. So if you know people who have studied social sciences, humanities, law, are eligible on the condition that they can demonstrate the knowledge of social control, sufficient knowledge of both qualitative and quantitative research method. So and also this is information for final year students. If their graduation is after the application deadline, they can send diploma at a later stage. So I stated this in my slide. Erasmus Mundus allow both final year students and graduates to apply. But you have to graduate before the university resume later around September, maybe September or October. Yeah. So, but you need to send a transcript of grade with your application. That's a statement of results so far. What your grades are so far from the first year to. Okay. So this is optional. So you can also attach a document that contain the expected date of graduation or letter from your university stating this. So you can possibly get this from your supervisor, stating that you are currently in your final year and you're graduating in June. So before school resumes, you'll be available for your Erasmus studies. So interesting. So read all information, please. Read all information. If you have doubts, ask questions. So, okay, this mobility track, they love you to state your mobility. If you are not stating your mobility track, they cannot just throw you anywhere. State you what your preference for the track is at one of these universities. So, for me, I already selected. Imagine I did not select Germany and the UK. Where do you think they will put me? So, you need to explain, you need to put your choice of mobility track. Your 2 recommendation letters are required. Everything is bolded, please. Follow instructions. No hey hi, please. So this is it. Are required to send information, and so your CV, please include your bachelor's, your location, your country. I think those are important things here. CV should have all this. If you have a major specialization, please put it, or a minor. You should have a start date when you completed something, a recent statement of English proficiency. So I wish you the best. So the ranking is based on the bachelor degree, are related, transcripts, your motivation letter, your background, your reference letters, your self-evaluation on methodology skills, which was written as research skills earlier. And we take a geographical balance of students into account. This is where the competition based on country lies. So maybe per country they have their quota, the maximum number of slots per country. So just read all. I think basically we've touched all important parts, and these are what are accepted. IELTS minimum of 7, yeah, and with a minimum of 6.5. If you are willing or planning to write IELTS, you can still write IELTS now. I have a video on how to write IELTS, how to pass once, because I wrote IELTS too, and I did that with a recent Erasmus scholarship awardee who had 8.5. Imagine you need just 7.5 and you have 8.5. Really, really nice. Really. So I had 7.5, 7.0 when I did. So you can check the video, and also there are exceptions. So if you are a student who have already been taught in English, you are exempted. I think I fall here if I'm to apply for this particular program. So scholarship is a they may award approximately 15. You know, I stated this in my slide when I was explaining, when I was presenting my PowerPoint. I explained the limited slot. So the ranking, we are ordered based on merit. Yeah, that's true. Who submitted their complete application within the period of 1st February to March. Okay. We are saying approximately 10 years. Okay, an additional 5, okay, for applicant from designated target region, okay. Nice, please. I wish you all the best. Wish you all the best, and they'll be resuming first Monday in September. Interesting. Double masters, like mine. Alright, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, you have a question? Oh, Godwin, let me have a question, please. I'm just checking, please. Let me have a question before I end this session. While I wait for your question, I'll go to my slide. I'll go to my YouTube to show people the thumbnails of my recommended videos. And please don't forget to share my video. Don't forget to subscribe. Really it means a lot to me. Let me have your question if you are there, Godwin. Let me have your question if you are there. Okay. Question, please. I don't know if he's still online. I'll wait for some minutes for your question if you are still online. Okay, let me just show who will be interested in this particular videos. So this is the particular video I was talking about. Creating a good email for your application. Please need to know the kind of email you can use for your application, please. Let me have a question if you have any before I come to the end of this video. This video on email, and I talked about IELTS as well. IELTS. You can find some great tips here. If you need more programs, you can check if your programs are here, or if they are here, or here. Deadlines are fast approaching. Please start now. So for IELTS, you can check this. Really practice the listening, the speaking, the writing. And we gave some suggestions that helped us. And you can check some other scholarship too. I think this particular scholarship card Pretoria, the scholar mentioned it opened around this time. You can check it. You can check some others. Spread your wings. Be open to so many opportunities. And let's remain optimistic. I think it's not online to ask the question. I wish you all the best, guys. See you in the next video. Bye. Oh, I'm seeing a question now. Is management sciences part of this program? Started accounting. Yeah, you can check this video. Okay, one of these videos I talked about now. If you are watching this, accounting, management, economics. You can check one of my earlier published video. Yeah, that will really help you. All right, bye. Okay.